Hello, 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 and Happy New Year. I know it's the end of the month, but it is still January, so New Year greetings are perfectly in order. And besides, it's the first time that I've reached out to you in the new year, and I did want to wish you a Happy New Year, and I hope that 2012 is off to a fantastic start. Before we move forward, I just want to address the title for today's post, especially for you Busta Rhymes fans. No, I didn't botch up the title of his song, but I did tweak it ever so slightly and say, put your ears where my eyes can see, because today's content is all about feedback, and in particular, feedback that you have given me. You see, some of you sent me email messages or I had offline conversations with you, and the common theme was, Jaquette, we don't hear enough from you. And I have to tell you, initially that was a bit perplexing to me. I write all the time. Last year, I wrote more than 50 posts for a variety of different outlets. And just earlier this month, one of my pieces was on CNN's blog in America. So I was just like, what are these people talking about? But then I went and I looked at the numbers. And you know how I feel about numbers always telling a story. And the sad story that I discovered was that in the last 2 years, I've only published 9 issues of the newsletter. Ouch! That was not what I was expecting to discover. And what I realized was that while yes, I am writing a lot and I am writing for a number of different outlets, but that doesn't necessarily mean that I am writing directly to you, my loyal readers of Financial Profundities. So the reason I am coming to you in the form of a video is I thought it would be a more personal way to say I am sorry and to apologize for not being as engaged as I initially thought. I also thought it would be a great way to flip it just a tad bit, because I also don't think that anything that I or you or anybody goes through is just for our own learning benefit and our own growth. So my question to you is, what feedback have you received? Did you initially dismiss it, as I did? Were you initially surprised, as I was? Did it hurt just a tad bit? Because, after all, you're like, I'm doing this. But only because what you eventually discovered is that there was a bit of truth in that feedback. After you think about all of those components to that question for a moment, why don't you share your comments in the comments section below? Because you never know. Whatever you discover might help somebody else. And while you're looking down there, there is a link to a survey, and this is where I could use your help. Because as a result of the feedback that you've given me, I am clearly going to adjust my publishing schedule, but I'd like to know, how frequently do you actually want to hear from me? I mean, clearly 9 issues over 2 years is way too long, but I also want to make sure that it is a schedule that just doesn't work for me, but it also works for you. So if you take this survey, it's just 2 questions. It will take you less than 10 seconds. You will help me do what it is that you would like me to do. I can't wait to get your survey results. I can't wait to read your comments in the comments section below. And I'm really looking forward to being much more engaged in 2012. So before I go, I just want to say thank you again for being a loyal part of my community. Thank you for your feedback. Thank you for when you tell me I'm on course as well as when you tell me I am off course, because all of it helps me tremendously and I really do appreciate it. So don't forget to fill out the survey. Don't forget to leave your comments. I'm looking forward to both, and I can't wait to speak with you in a week or 2. Have a wonderful day.